And hello, folks, on a Thursday. I don't have a long show here for you to listen to. And hey, look at that. We got a jet coming into AX, looks like, there on our tower cam. You never know what you're going to see on those things. That's why Nick is getting all the tower cams that he can. All right, so there's the view from Alexandria. Texas Street, courtesy of Sinlar Broadcasting. And likewise, Sinlar Broadcasting, we go over toward Gina and LaSalle Parish. Hello to all you folks there. Looks like a nice day there as well. Coming up, we got your weather pattern. Is it about to change? I've heard some folks asking about that. Well, if it does, I don't think there could be any big changes for now. Okay, so things are status quo for a little while. Looking at radar, nothing happening here in Sinlaw. It's going to be a 0% day, I think. But we look to the north, we see some energy, some storms, in fact, up in this particular area, across portions of the deep south, Tennessee Valley, some of those locations, as we see there. And there's also some advisories, a severe thunderstorm watch there. We see special weather statements and warnings across that area. And the setup is pretty decent for some severe weather out of that deal. Not for us, though. But for those folks, just wanted to show you that. Now, we've got the flood alerts, which continue. This is the Calcasieu River at Glenmora, which is in flood now and will continue to be so until further notice. There's a flat, what we call a flat flood stage crest, if you will, instead of a real sharp parabola shape. It's kind of almost a linear shape there. And so it's going to be a while before the river goes into flood. Although it's a minor flood, it's as far as the duration is concerned, it's fairly long. On the Little River, we've got a minor flood going on in that direction. We still have the flood watch for portions of Avoyelles and St. Landry for the Atchafalaya River to go into flood, possibly by the end of the month there. So this is going to take a while if this happens, this flood watch. This has been put out pretty early for this, and so that would be later on this month for that to happen. That would be concerned for some of the backwater issues there in eastern Avoyelles Parish because the Mississippi River is high. It's in moderate flood and will continue to be so. Likewise, the flood crest there is pretty flat, and it's going to take it until probably, barring any heavy rains, widespread heavy rains to the north, it's going to take the Mississippi until May to go below flood stage. And so the Black River is up some as well. Larto is up, and so you kind of get the idea. If you're in a backwater area, even though this isn't a serious situation, some folks can have some issues at camps and recreational areas and a few homes or something. But by and large, unless your property is affected, this is not a major deal as far as the number of folks affected by the flooding. Right, so moving on from the flood alerts, we go into the upper level pattern. Look at this energy coming out of the Corn Belt heading southeastward right in through there. You see that just kind of punching in. Look at the storm development ahead of it. So these are robust thunderstorms that are developing. There could be some hurricane force gusts in some of these storms, as well as hail larger than golf ball size, and can't rule out a tornado as well. So we've had plenty of tornadoes lately this spring. All right, so Futurecast coming back home and going through the next couple of days with you for your Friday morning commute. No issues there, although we may see a few, certainly some partly cloudy skies are possible. And then going into the 5 o'clock hour, we'll see a decrease in the clouds as the front establishes itself. This is all associated with the front. And then going into Saturday morning, shopping time when I was growing up may not be for you, but that's what we did Saturday mid-morning at the grocery store. Be good weather for that. In fact, the weekend is going to be tremendous. Futurecast going through what's going to happen over the next week or so, according to this is a model, the GFS American model. We see one disturbance by Sunday. It's passed us by, but we see another one gathering back off to the northwest. Notice, see what you're looking at here. The warm colors are exactly what we mean. This is deep warm air, basically. This is deep cool air. Okay, and so that contrast, that is where weather changes are involved as these contrasting areas of temperature and wind and moisture move and literally battle for superiority. Eventually one of these guys is going to win out, and that's how weather is born, basically. So this one is up there, and we'll go through that. and it works mainly to the north. See how that's staying to the north of us, but that's close enough still to bring a little bit of moisture in from the Gulf of Mexico. But more importantly, I think for us is going to be on the backside. We'll see another front develop, and that second front will come in to the area about the middle of next week, and then that system works on up and stays over our friends along the East Coast. And this is a change. Earlier yesterday, if you were with me and we looked at this same chart, we saw energy back here. Today we see it farther off the coast, and a little pocket there in the Las Vegas, centered over Las Vegas. Okay, and so for now that changes the 8 to 14 day outlook. That's the forecast going beyond the 7-day forecast. So here we are with the current 7-day forecast for Friday. That 10% is tonight in our eastern parishes. There could be a western. Remember those storm development I showed you to the east of us across the deep south. A couple of models are showing a tail end of that could go over into, say, LaSalle, Catahoula, Concordia, and the Avoyelles Parish, but only 10%. It wouldn't be anything severe. It probably wouldn't even be a thunderstorm. But I'm a careful forecaster. I like to keep myself covered with these little things too, as well as the big stuff. So the front comes through and it turns cooler Saturday morning, 46. A little chill in the air, 76 for a high, 50 and 83 for Sunday. We've got sunny skies during the day, clear skies at night, and there is a beautiful weekend for you. Tranquil. You don't have to worry about any bad weather if you got outdoor plans. Monday's a great day. It warms up. This will probably be the warmest day of the next 7 with an average high of 85. Some folks could hit the upper 80s. We cloud up with that front on Tuesday. I did put 10% in. I think I had 20. I lowered it. 77 for high, 62 low, meaning there will be some moisture with that. And then going into Wednesday, turning cooler once again in the morning, but we jump back up to 80 degrees with a mostly sunny day. And then Thursday, 84 for your high after a 58 low, 10% in the forecast there, just in case there's something developing around. So it'd be very isolated if it does. Here's your temporary outlook. If you recall, this didn't look like this yesterday. Today, in response to some of the changes in the upper level features, we have a large bullseye of above normal temperatures centered here in the Central Plains and the East Central Rockies, right in through here in the lee of the Rockies, basically. And we're under the influence of that pattern, and our friends up east remain in a cooler than normal pattern. And as far as moisture is concerned, we were seeing an above normal area like this spreading all the way across the plains and even into our area a little bit. That's gone today with that big bubble of warm air. That has went away and is now below normal rainfall expected for us and for conditions out west. Near normal, in between, pretty large area in between there. So some changes in that long range forecast, April 18th through the 24th, the 8 to 14 day forecast. All right, that's it from me. Nick Mick, he'll be back with you in the morning, I think, and I'll see you in the PM hours, and I'll be in the forecast center as well. Take care, and hope you have a wonderful